going to go down. I'm going to get on a Seafood Oyster Bay. And I'm going to go to Southern State. I'm going to go out to Holbrook. So I said, okay, I'm going to get Seafood Oyster Bay south from Sunrise and go to Fane's Bakery, which is a nice German bakery right on Merrick Road there. Pick up some jelly donuts because Kenny, he's the jelly donut king. I got to bring him jelly donuts. Where do I find myself? I pull, move over off Sunrise. I'm on the ramp. I'm like, I'm on the northbound ramp because I never go south. I always go north. My muscle memory, I'm like, oh, that's 0 for 2. And I realized when I get off, I got to go all the way up to 105 again. It's like a mile and a half to come back. I said, screw the jelly donuts. Kenny's going to have to do without it. It was one of those days.
Yeah. Hey, listen, we all have them.
Yes, I have them a lot lately, Jack. That's what's bothering me.
His A1C thanks you, I'm sure.
I know.
So, Jack, let me ask you this. So you drive that truck quite a bit.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
When that gets parked, okay, why does it get parked? And what do you drive when that condition happens?
2013 Subaru because there's snow on the ground.
Okay. So in other words, pretty much that thing, except when the inclement weather hits. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Rain,
I drive it.
Okay, cool. The ABS working in that thing?
Yeah.
Cool.
ABS works, yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice,
yep.
yeah.
Like I said, the only time I don't use it is when it snows.
Right. Okay.
Other than that, it's that or my wife's Corvette. Mm-hmm. But
when she's not looking.
And hers doesn't vapor like Bronx. Right.
No.
Because it's fuel injected.
There you go.
Yeah.
No, but I did have a little incident with it not too long ago where the shifter gear cable let go while I was in reverse, and I couldn't get the car out of reverse.
Oops.
It just went back and forth. So
that was it.
Nothing is infallible.
Where were you when that happened?
I was in a shopping center parking lot blocking about half a dozen cars.
Oh, God.
In reverse.
Now that's embarrassing.
Yeah. Everybody was very patient and helpful. But,
that's good.
Yeah.
What did you do? Just shut it off and roll it back into the spot?
Somebody helped me push it back into the spot. Yeah,
good,
shut
good.
it off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then that was the time for the flatbed.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, when it comes to that, the greasy old guy with the hook, he ain't coming for that thing.
No.
Yes, and luckily the newer vets, you don't have to really have the flatbed guy on your Christmas model list and on speed dial the way the older ones did.
Well, I'm very fortunate to have a brother-in-law who's a flatbed guy, so that actually helps.
That helps.
Yep, you call Henning Towing, Henning Collision in Belmont, and they send a tow truck for you.
Nice.
There you go.
Good to know. It's always nice to have somebody like that. If not on speed dial, at least you want to stay on their right side.
Absolutely.
Right. I mean, I know I have my guys that that drive trucks that they're on. I'm on their right side because you never know.
Yeah.
And
that's for sure.
And I ain't pushing nothing no more.
No.
Yeah.
So, Jack, given that this, the truck is completed and all, you have any plans? You look into the future for any other projects?
Nah, I'm just going to stay steady and maintain.
Okay. That's good. That's good.
I got a couple of friends that are building Model Ts. I'm helping them a little bit.
Okay.
Do a little welding work, chassis work for them. Matter of fact, tomorrow I got to do a steering column in a Model T for them.
Wow.
That keeps me busy.
T. That's easy. Those are the oldies. Wow.
Yep. Yeah, so he's got 2 of them, too.
Wow.
Not non-metric tools.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yep.
Big clunky round wrenches.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Wiring diagrams like one page.
There is none. There's no wiring, so you make your own.
There you go.
Yeah.
And so you light the lamps and then you close the glass.
right.
Off you go there.
Yeah, right.
Paraffin based and it's cool stuff. Good.
Well, let's face it. Once you touch one, you always have your own car, but you always have friends. We all travel in similar circles.
Correct.
Right.
You don't have too many guys with like Bentleys and stuff like that. That they have their the German cars guys with the mechanics named Fritz and Helmut.
Yeah, Klaus.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what we do have though, Joe. Before I forget, I want to mention next week we have a very special guest for the readers of Hot Rod Magazine. That you'd recognize a column. Of course, I can't think of the name of it. Ryan Brutt, I remember his name, writes the column. He's the auto archaeologist. He finds cars that are hidden. We've had him on the show a number of times. And he finds cars in yards and stuff. And he'll just post the pictures. He doesn't look to buy them or anything. And he just shows what's out there, what's still hiding. Well, I got an email about a week ago from this woman, Kendra.
Cruising with Kendra.
Mm-hmm. She's a friend of Ryan's, and she does kind of like a video magazine thing where she takes it on the road. And I think you go to cruisingwithkendra.com, I think, is
Right,
the
and
website.
she's also on Facebook.
Yeah, and she kind of does almost like a Jay Leno thing, where she'll go from event to event, and she'll be driving the latest one. She's driving a early T-Bird,
Right.
And she talks cars and talks to people, and kind of it's not hardcore mechanical stuff. It's more public interest and feel good stuff. But we're gonna have Kendra on the show next week.
Oh, great!
So it was
yeah.
a case of Ryan, saying to Kendra, "Hey, call these guys at Motormouth Radio," which was nice of
It's
him.
that web.
Yeah.
Our web is constantly spreading.
We're trying to keep it. Yeah, we're trying to keep it active.
Right.
So,
well, yeah, this one knows that one knows the other one, and for some reason they all seem to like us.
I don't know why, but we're not bad guys. So,
Well,
Sure, I guess
you know
that's-
what? That reminds me. We got to check the checkbook. I think it's getting a little thin.
oh yeah,
We got to be, otherwise we can't send out any more of those little,
Right.
those little inducements over
paper
there.
reminders. Yeah,
I just have something to throw in.
Yeah.
Something about pictures. The guy wanted to see pictures.
right.
My truck is in an online magazine.
Okay.
Yeah, it's GM EFI. Go ahead.
GMFI. It's a General Motors magazine. He was at a car show 2 years ago, and one of the editors came up and liked the look of the truck and wanted to do an article on it. Took a whole bunch of pictures.
And it's an online magazine. You'll see
Okay.
it if you find it. And it's titled Retirement Package.
Oh, cool.
And that's it.
So
yeah, you'll see-
GMFI.com.
GMFI. It's a high performance GM magazine. They used to have it in public. They used to publish it. Now it's only online.
When was it posted online? When was the original posting?
Oh, I'm going to say
while ago.
2014.
Okay, so you may have to search for it now if you
Yeah,
go to
you
the
probably
site.
have to search.
That's
Okay.
the headline. You search for
Retirement package.
Right,
Yes.
2014, I think.
Excellent. We'll have to do it.
And
We'll
what I'll
check
do
that
is
out.
I'll give you the direct information over the phone, and you can
Yeah.
throw it out there.
Sure, no,
Anybody
that's
who wants
great.
to see it.
It's a nice article.
That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah, this way Bronco, anybody else who wants to see Jack's beautiful truck can actually see
Yeah,
it.
we should get a couple pictures and throw them up on the website, though.
Yes, absolutely.
Maybe if you shoot it, when you get a chance, shoot those over to us.
Sure, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, what's the email address, Ray?
Motormouthradio@ncc.edu.
Okay.
Nice and easy.
Yeah, we'll stick that up there. Yeah, and if you and anybody out there who's got a car that maybe they want to let us stick up there, let us think about that too.
We should, we should look into that. Well,
Sure.
one of the projects that we want to do is a website revamp. We kind of let it go dormant. We haven't done it yet, but it's definitely one of those projects like the house stuff where it's knocking on the door. It's like, hey, don't forget me.
The advocates got sticky. What could I say?
Yeah, exactly. So, all right, we're coming to the end of the show, guys. You got closing thoughts, Laura?
Just thank you very much for
Yeah,
the time
no
that you
problem.
put in. It's been driving him crazy. He's kind of at his wit's end trying to figure out where to go from. And just gave him some fuel to think about.
Yeah.
Well, the thing you got to do, Jack, is, of course, feed this back. And, Joe may not be
Yeah.
off the hook yet.
No, definitely not. Yeah, it's always possible to miss something.
Sure, absolutely.
But that number just kind of jumped up and bit me on the left one. So
right.
I think we got to start there,
Okay,
and
yeah,
because that's
definitely.
one of the main foundation building blocks there is airflow. You got to get that squared away first.
Absolutely.
If nothing, I can't tell you how many times when I'm looking at a car, I'll see a bunch of things that I don't like, but which is the one that you want to actually fix? Especially if you're in the shop and the customer only has limited money. Oh, somebody brings in a car with limited money. Oh, that never happens.
Yeah, right.
But sometimes you got to kind of hone in on which one is the one that the customer is there for, even though you have a list as long as you want. But yeah, that airflow.
Okay.
We're going to go there next. It could be a couple other things that could be happening, but I definitely want to report.
You got it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Definitely.
Sounds
that
good.
The mass airflow? Is that was a brand new part? I guess,
Everything was brand new.
which of course doesn't mean that it wasn't
Right.
It wasn't a fault.
It's a couple years old right now at this point.
Well, now it's 2010.
I guess.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe the thing I would do is look to see if I could borrow one from somebody as a test.
I
and
could do
plug it
that.
in.
Yeah.
All right, or just for giggles, you get mass airflow cleaner and you
Yeah.
judiciously. I see guys just empty half a can into one of them things.
Oh no.
No, what you want to do is like spray it
From the backside mostly, right?
Right, you want to hit the wires.
Okay.
The sensing wire
Yeah,
that goes
yeah,
down
yeah,
there.
yeah.
But don't touch 'em.
Yeah, right. And I use like a artist brush.
Uh-huh.
And just kind of wipe it off and then let it dry for a couple minutes. Put it in there and then.
Okay.
Is that what you did the eye makeup with today too?
No, that was the bigger
different?
brush.
Okay, good. Yeah, I would just
That was
wasn't
the
sure.
paintbrush.
Okay, got it. Yeah. That's may find that
Okay,
they do
yeah.
get carboned up. And if you have a rich condition, although your plugs were clean, you may see it. But I think a good one for test would always that's invaluable, and that's what the dealers have that we don't have and what independent shops don't have. They don't
The
always
parts
have those
room.
parts
Yes,
on
parts.
that they can use for test.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. But
And the mass airflow's got to cost how many hundreds of dollars for that truck?
well, that's another thing too. Sometimes you get these remans that are fairly cheap, but sometimes they're just what we call spray and pray.
Yeah, we'll give it a shot.
And sometimes the original equipment stuff is competitively priced. It's like another $10-15 to get one right from, in your case, GM. You know what I mean?
Do you have an idea what price point is for something like that?
Yeah, top of my head, about $1.
Oh, that's not bad.
Oh, wow.
Okay, that's not
About
bad.
$1.
Matter
Yeah.
of fact, I think it's on the part sheet from when I bought it. Everything
Right.
is in parts. Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
Right.
yeah, because
But-
everything came from Florida. So
Right. I would also, when you had it apart, there, maybe look for signs of maybe oil from your air filter.
okay, yeah.
Get in there if you got schming or schmutz.
Oh, yeah.
That
That's
came
it.
up in the parking lot, and I do have to say, we did have the fellow on, I forget his name, from K&N a few years ago, and I asked him that question directly, and he said, that's a urban legend that we get hit with all the time. People, so they set up on their test bench a cone filter and started adding oil to it, and just kept adding oil until it was literally dripping on the bench before they got a failure on the mass airflow. But again, that was the guy from the air filter company.
It could also it could also be, believe it or not, GM had a problem. I know this. I'll make this real quick. GM, certain mass airflows, like on the GM 38 V6s, they used to get schming on them, not from the air filter, but PCV fumes
Oh,
coming back, and that's got oil in it, and it eventually settles. So
Right, right.
it could be schming from a number of places.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
But
right.
schming is schming.
well, at least there's some directions to go
Yeah,
in, which is
absolutely.
good. I mean, that was the mission here, to get some direction and see which way. At least if you have a clear path to go that makes sense, instead of just throwing parts at something and throwing money at it.
Oh, you
'cause-
mean like a certain co-host?
Well, that's
Yeah, you know who you're talking about, Mr. TIPM.
we called that Swissnomics. Yes, that was Swiss Diagnostics. But hey,
That reminds me, I got to break his chops.
he had a good thought. Like, I'm changing. I got a bad O2 sensor, so I'm going to change all the sensors in the car. And I'd say, why? He goes, well, if that one had 80,000 miles on it, went bad, they all have the same amount of miles, so they could all go bad too. And I was like, in a twisted way of logic, you're absolutely right, but I can't say that I'm actually on board with that.
No.
So anyway, we are done for the day. Motormouth Radio, Ray Guarino, Joe D, for Jack and Laura.
D.
We've had a show. We're going to go, and Kim's going to come in and do Thunder Road, Best of Bruce Springsteen.
Hit the road. Thunder road.
Keep it where
See
you
ya.
got it.